Geez for gang, welcome to Nordhold, a city building tower defense roguelike that I actually love. I was emailed about this game by Lurkit, not knowing that it would be the one thing I'd want to do for my entire weekend. I have not had a game plague my weekend like this did in a long time. I was doing so well, I had a video and a half ready for this channel for Mondays, and I was actually going to get ahead for the first time I think this entire year. Then boom. The average roguelike experience. Hitting you like the Game Boy that you found in your closet while you're supposed to be going through it, throwing away some stuff, reorganizing some stuff, sitting there right next to a copy of Pokemon Yellow Pikachu Edition. No more time to clean, it's actually bedtime, and you still have all that shit all over your floor that you need to clean up, put away, or find a place for. And oh, what, you forgot to eat dinner too? Anywho, this game came out just a few weeks ago and is in the runnings and is looking pretty good to be one of my top roguelike games. I don't want to put a number on it because I genuinely don't know and I love too many roguelikes. Maybe I'll make a list at some point, maybe. Nordhold is the first game developed by Stunforge and with a little bit of help from Hype Train, also self-published. Which Hype Train, I have got a lot of hits from between Die in the Dungeon and Gatekeeper and now this. I mean, their roguelikes for me are absolutely fantastic. Anyway, they released a roadmap for Quarter 2 and Quarter 3 announcing some big quality of life updates and fixes, as well as completely new gameplay systems and modes. And that's just Quarter 2. Quarter 3 is looking for more towers, more spells, more relics, more banners, more fusions for those banners, which is so... I don't want to be loud because I'm in an apartment. What he said. What he said. So that's the gameplay chatter from an outside looking in perspective. Now let's get into the game and look around and see what we've got. Now I really wanted to do a different style of commentary for this video where I'm like actually in it and voicing over it, but this just seems to be so much more effective. Plus I can actually articulate my words on a notepad here. I also get to stand in front of the green screen, which is fun, and I'm just terrible at coming up with stuff on the fly. And it also just makes for not a lot of content to be fit in such a short amount of time, which is really what I want to try and do in these overview videos. I want to keep these videos short for you, also short for me, because, you know, I have to edit them. So, a city builder, but really roguelike-y. What does that mean? What does that look like? I mean, really, this game is a roguelite because you get a lot of stuff and you make a lot of progress just by completing your runs, but there comes a point where you unlock everything, and then it does become a roguelike because you have everything available to you, and you're just doing runs and trying to, you know, beat the game, get a higher score, all that good stuff. You do get to see a complete world leaderboard when you're done with a run, so you can see how terrible and how ungodly slow you are at learning this game. You don't even know like what's going on or really what's going on wrong perchance, so good luck, buddy. Anyway, what world are we looking at? What city are we building here in Nordhold? A disheveled wasteland? Well, yeah, but not really. It's a typical Nordic scene with the city or central gathering hall up at the top of the hill surrounded by a bunch of, you know, farmlands, buildings, and gathering locations, occupational work, that sort of thing. Also overlooking a river or an ocean front, which is, you know, beautiful as usual. So let's do a quick run through and get you familiar with what we're looking at and what all these different buildings are and what they kind of do. Now, I believe I have all of the buildings unlocked that are currently available, so there are a lot more buildings shown here than there are if you play for the first time. So I'll try to showcase all of these in kind of order of when you get them, but I should have been taking notes, or I could just, you know, start a new game on a new account. First up is the castle, you know, a place to upgrade your monetary income, your monetary gain, decrease your spending. The main resource to upgrade all of these buildings is gold, so we'll get to that stuff in a minute. We'll get to other resource producers in a minute and what they do, which... Actually, that minute was really fast. We're going to get into the resources right now, starting with the lumberjack camp, which, shocker, wood production. We've also got the quarry for stone and the gold mine for gold, and then the mill for wheat, which is, I guess, also your farmland. Wood is used to build all of these buildings, like every single one of them, except for the statue, because it's a statue. It's made out of rock, you know, like a statue. It's also the primary resource for archer towers and the secondary resource for a lot of other towers. Stone, on the other hand, is the primary source for towers, and you will need a lot of it. You will bow down to Big Rock. All hail Big Rock. Big Rock, please. I'm getting down on my knees. Big Rock, please. I'm praying to the Big Rock. Are you convinced yet? Do you want to join Big Rock? It's big. We hail the Big Rock. If it's not prevalent now, it will be prevalent later. Big Rock will be your savior. I mean, unless you can figure out, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe that's why I'm not in the high scores, because I'm bowing down to Big Rock. Now, gold is used for a lot of things. It's used to upgrade towers. It's used to upgrade these buildings. For resource producers, it's used to increase efficiency to get more products. It's also used to get passive resources and a bunch of unique upgrades with these other buildings. And with all these other buildings, they do have unique upgrades, and you'll kind of get the gist of what they do when I introduce them to you. The mill is used for wheat, which is used for purchasing. I mean hiring people, hiring workers. It's used for hiring workers. You can also build a tavern and then a brewery, where in the brewery you can buy beer using the wheat, which increases the productivity of said workers. So the upgrades at the tavern and the upgrades at the brewery are for increased production. Next up, we got houses. This is where the people live. I mean, obviously, I did not need to introduce this, but this is houses. These are the houses. This is where people live. You can get more houses. You can get more people. You can upgrade it to get another house. You can upgrade it for cheaper labor. I mean, hire people for less. I mean, money talks. I don't know where we're buying these people. I mean, hiring these people, but if they want to work for less wheat, that's fine with us. Now, I believe you can get up to 14, maybe even 15 builders. There is a relic, which gives you an extra worker just for free. You don't have to house them or anything. You don't have to hire them. I don't know. They just must live on the lawn or something. Next, we have the market. Once unlocked, every 5 waves, a merchant stops by and offers you some relics, which you can buy or you cannot buy if you want to. I mean, I usually don't buy it because that's a lot of money, and I'm broke. Usually I'm broke. Most often I'm broke. Next up, I believe, is a trading post where you can buy and sell resources with or for gold. Next is a statue I was talking about, which is made out of stone. So you build it with stone. It costs stone to build. It's a statue made out of stone, and you can select one type of tower to increase the damage of. Eventually, you can get 2 towers. And there's also an upgrade which gives you a very small chance for those towers to, upon enemy kill, drop gold. We've also got a lighthouse over here. I don't really use it a whole lot. There's one active upgrade that I know of where you can boost the amount of rewards where you get from lighthouse searches, but lighthouse searches are little missions that you can take 2 or 5 of your workers and push them away for a couple of waves, which tanks your productivity and your efficiency, by the way, because you don't have those workers for that time that they're gone. But the longer they're gone and the more that you send, you get a better banner and a better reward from it. And the banners are like little passive upgrades. There's also a little oracle shack up here. It's used for extra rerolls and banishing for banners, which I don't really ever do because I kind of just take whatever's thrown at me. I'm not very picky. So I don't really have a use case for this building. It kind of just sits up there and I forget about it, which is, you know, perfect. It's in a great spot to be forgotten about. Oh, another starter building is also the workshop, which is located right there where I'm pointing with my finger. This thing reduces the cost of towers when you build them. It's pretty cool. You know, I expected this overview to be a lot, and this game has a lot to offer, but I do have actual things to talk about other than what the game is and kind of not even how you play. I'm not going to tell you how to play. I'm just going to tell you what I think, which I love it. I'm making a video about this. I mean, it doesn't get much more straightforward than that. I really enjoy this game. Next up is the hero tower. At level 5, you get a hero, which offers 2 little spells where you get like a lightning bolt or a bigger lightning bolt or a fireball, or I guess the ability to just kill people. But they also come with 2 sometimes passive bonuses. Just over time, they grant you an ability, and sometimes it's just a one-time lump gain of gold or rock or wood. You can also upgrade the hero tower. You'll be able to cast more spells and do more spell damage, I think. Pretty sure. I'm not going to second guess myself. That's exactly what it does. I believe next up is the guild hall. You just kind of stick some money in there and it accrues over time. The longer it's in there without you withdrawing from it, the more accrues. So I kind of just build it early and then slap some money in there and forget about it for, you know, 8 waves and then withdraw like 250 bucks. I mean, gold. We're in, like, I'm assuming Viking times or something. We're fighting orcs and goblins and stuff like that. So gold. We also have this little druid house, this cute little druid house, which repairs your wall once it's broken. When this house is up, it gives you an extra 1 little health point that you're missing every wave. You can also give the house wheat. I'm assuming you're giving the house wheat directly, and then it heals you for 5. Then second to last is the supply depot, which is an absolute game changer. Once it's built, you can build these outposts, which gather wood for you, stone, sometimes gold, or can grant 10% damage bonuses to all of your towers nearby. Finally, something I quite literally just unlocked, the sacrificial altar, which, much like pocket gods, you just sacrifice one of your people and get a relic. I mean, who doesn't want to kill people for relics, right? I mean, I personally don't. It's not in my play style. I kind of would like to keep my people. I like having the big numbers in productivity go up and get more resources like wood and stone. I like bowing to Big Rock. Big Rock is like who I support, I subscribe to. I don't bow down to the anti-gods or whatever the sacrificial altar might be doing to my people, or what I might be supporting by sacrificing people, but I just bow down to Big Rock. I get more rock and, you know, I go about my day. And that's all the buildings. We haven't even hit the towers yet. So let's get into some tower building action, shall we? The actual tower defense part of it. Archer tower, shoot arrows, sometimes bleed. Mortar, big range, big damage, sometimes burn. Lightning pylon, shoots chain damage, sometimes crits, sometimes does an insane amount of damage. The Raven tower does the most damage in this entire game out of any turret. Very expensive. The Frost tower slows down enemies, that's kind of really it. The Runestone tower, much like the Inferno tower from Clash of Clans or Clash Royale. I don't use this thing because I usually don't care. Don't know the hidden tech of where it's useful. The Tornado tower, best AoE in the game, my personal favorite, pushes a tornado through groups of enemies. Sometimes it stuns. Then finally the Shadow turret. It's a 3-shot, applies weakness, which basically just lowers their defense. Cool! The map procedurally generates. Sometimes it branches out into multiple paths, and I believe at the end of the game at wave 30, it just ends all active, paths. I've made it there once, but lost. Frowny face. Thanks for frowning. It looks good on you. What do I think about the game? I like it. It's a lot of thinking and needing wood for houses, also needing wheat for people, also needing stone for towers, increasing the rate of which you get gold for upgrading said towers or upgrading said buildings, and also increasing your efficiency, and also getting wheat for beer, and also even getting beer in the first place. And oh shoot, I forgot about my gold in the bank. Let me go withdraw 390 gold and figure out what to do with this. Oh, I'm just gonna upgrade everything. It's all good. Oh shoot, I gotta upgrade my towers. How do I upgrade my towers? What's the best thing to do for towers? I don't know. I just put damage or fire rate or range on everything. There's also shields, there's also armor, there's also a chance to miss your attacks. It's a lot all at once, but once you get into the groove, it's really rewarding. Now, I'm not one to use my brain the whole time. In fact, this is the first game that's made me really actually think since, I don't know, Die in the Dungeon came out. Video coming soon. I've been putting it off for a long time, and I just need to make a video on it. I just want to do it justice. It's such a beautiful game. I just want it to be good. Too much? Feels like an as perfect amount of thinking you can give to me without being completely overwhelmed and just difficult to get into the swing of things as you possibly can. Like, it's riding a fine line from being too much and brain dead as shit. Actually, that line's pretty thick, and I'm glad it's not that. I could just kind of sit and ramble about this game, which if you're interested in seeing like waves 20 through 30, I recorded a video for the Overstock channel that's coming out on Friday if you're interested in like actual gameplay of this game. And again, just me rambling about, roguelikes, which I seem to be very good at for some reason. But yeah, it feels like a perfect amount of difficulty you can give a game where it's a challenge, but it's not just depressingly difficult. Now, obviously, this is me. You might experience something different. The normal difficulty feels a little bit difficult. Before today, I struggled to get past wave 10. I mean, I guess I still do, because I really do want to invest time into a run and, go far, build towers, get a really good just equilibrium of resource gathering and tower output and damage output. But then I spend like, 20 minutes getting to the wave 10 boss, and I just get obliterated. Then I gotta start all over again, which the first wave can be probably the most overwhelming wave of everything, because you have to decide which route you're going to take. Are you going to go for more wood production, gold production, people first? Or are you going to immediately throw out all your stone for big rock? There's so many decisions that you have to make in the first couple of waves that just determine everything. So it can be a little bit overwhelming at first. And I really want to just, get through the initial part and just sit on a run for, an hour. On the other hand, casual mode is really fun because it allows you to do exactly that. The difficulty is toned down, like probably 50%, and you get to just, have a good time, clapping your hands, clapping your feet together, building some towers, building up your city, getting some resources, and fighting some bosses, which at the end of the day, you're not getting a lot of honor for. Honor is what is used to unlock these legacy upgrades, which, grant you stuff like more starting items, more health, a lot of other things. There's legacy upgrades for every single one of these buildings. And then also you unlock all these towers through honor. I just think I need to pull up my blue-collar roguelike reviewer straps and accept that I'm not great at games, and it's okay to, take a breather every once in a while and play the game on a little bit easier of a difficulty, because it's just about the experience, right? You can have it as difficult or as easy as you want to, and if it's just about the gameplay, I would just do casual mode. You unlock casual mode, I believe, after just completing your first run, so you can jump right over to casual mode. You do still get honor, you just get to play more of the game. But yeah, that's Nordhold. I need some water, and I need a breather, because holy. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm over on the Overstock as usual on Wednesday, and then a video on Nordhold coming on Friday where it's just me playing the game. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, a wonderful rest of your week. We'll see you next week right here on Monday, 3 p.m. Central Time with whatever I decide to do, man. But of course, if you have something you're interested in that kind of fits the vibe, let me know. All right, bye.